We're back on EA Sports. Still early in this one as we pick up the action here in the first quarter. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Connection made, but they're looking for Washington. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Pass play coming here. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Down. Dropping back to throw. That one is unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. We'll air it out on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Now they're staring at 4th and long. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They go play action on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. As the open man downfield. Keeps himself upright. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom. Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal? He'll pass it this time. Touchdown, it's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student.
Athletes grow up seeing their favorite players in commercials and ads. That makes it an exciting opportunity when they're asked if they'd like to become the face of a company as well.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Carolina Panthers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They go play action here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Looking to throw. Chapman. He finds his man, Sky Moore. A gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
On the counter, this is Hubbard. Fights through him. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Off the play fake. Chapman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Chapman. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to... Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Chapman. They'll find McMillan here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36.
Off play action. Chapman. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Chapman. Looking left side and has got a man. That's Flowers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And that is incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Newman there defensively.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Off the bootleg. Chapman. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now he'll tuck this and run, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Locked incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Off play action. Chapman. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will... Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
Throwing to start the drive. Chapman. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard
like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man. That's Liggett. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard
on the ground with a tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Hubbard. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Number one, to understand where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
He capped off that last drive himself, had the touchdown run. Now he'll take over here again, first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain on the play. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Into space at the 45. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A give running right, it's Hubbard. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake. Chapman. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Chapman. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, the opening in the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back to throw. Chapman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead.
649-649-5138. Okay, did you get all of them?
The Panthers coming out now. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Off the play fake. Chapman. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Second and 4 at the 38-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them. Carolina getting set to take the field. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
Let's go.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Okay, break.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This now a 3rd and 4. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
First down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. A CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Panthers, it was a
The temperature's outside routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. On the visiting sideline, a look there at the Carolina head coach. His guys got the season started on the right foot, a home victory in the season opener. On the other side, his counterpart from Arizona. His guys, on the other hand, couldn't pull one out last week in the opener, so they're looking for their...
Ready up!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Forced out wide. Taking off. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully. And it's a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Panthers.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
50-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Second and inches. It's a zone read given to Hubbard. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll go right back to Flowers. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set! Lightning 18!
Off play action, he'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Sky Moore, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Let's go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Goes down to his left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. So after one, the Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. We're looking at a second down and 9 to go. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And it's 4th down.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has the ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome, those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Going up top and looking for Flowers.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for our Panthers. 1st down. A gain of 26 yards.
They'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Really nice job here by the defense coming away with that sack. And it's this pass rush, Mike, that I think has to continue to make their presence felt as they try to put themselves in position to pull this game out.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Jalen Thompson on the coverage.
Panthers offense going to get it one final time in this 1st half. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a huge mistake right in the half. It is intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast.
The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. But deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend. Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
And the Panthers, 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play.
On 1st down, it is Hubbard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Panthers, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Panther 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Flowers with the catch. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. He'll go on 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man. Tyrone McMillan. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for our Panthers. First down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think that's the sign of a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's already got 2 picks on the day. Certainly doesn't want to throw a 3rd, so good decision. Just throw it away.
That is left side and caught by Flowers. 3rd, they need 8.
And it's 3rd down.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
Let's go now. Count.
And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. And it's into the hands of Flowers. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Up the 1st down.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. is intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the tight end. He's got it to the 14-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Flowers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game. A bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. He gets into drop him for his 1st sack of the young season.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Now a 1st throw here in overtime. Short pass taken in by the tight ends. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. In trouble, and down he goes. Jordan Burris. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. That is incomplete. Oh, it's a win for the Cardinals. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away 3-point victory.